Hey guys, what is up? My name's Random Guy 1345 and today I'm back with another chapter review and this is going to be hype. So there are going to be spoilers ahead. With that out of the way, let's just jump into it, shall we? So the chapter starts off with the Lemillion hype as expected because we need some answers about how he returns. And trust me, my friend, we are going to get them. Now obviously Deku is shocked as always because that's what he does and he wants to know how Lemillion returned, and Lemillion explains that he used his quirk and that the other UA students informed him where the main war was going down. Now we cut to UA and we learn that Eri has been practicing with Rewind on lizards and she's gotten pretty good at controlling her quirk. Mirio then requests Eri to use Rewind on him so that he can help the heroes in the raid. And then Eri touches Mirio for a short moment and rewinds him. Whoa. So now we know how Mirio is back in action, and this is crazy news because Eri can control her quirk now and we all know how overpowered it is. Now again, in such a dark environment, Mirio lights up the mood because, well, that's what he does and tells us that he still can't take out those no moves with one shot despite getting rewinded. And we immediately cut to Best Genist where he's already struggling to restrain Makia and then he's being attacked by the high-end no moves. This is clearly not a good situation and Lemillion knows what's going down and he asks for backup. And then we see a star of hope in the distant sky, and that person is going to use a new move. That move was made when that person was at the brink of death. It's my boy Bakugo going in to assist Lemillion and Best Genist, and then we see Deku falling out of the sky. This is getting intense, okay, trust me. And Bakugo unleashes his blast in rapid succession to help the heroes and the others and Best Genist, and is almost attacked. But then we cut to the next page where we see Lemillion, Bakugo, Nejire and Tenya destroy the Nomus with their moves. And the highlight is Bakugo because he saved Best Genist in the nick of time. Best Genist then questions Bakugo if he returned from the brink of death. Bakugo reveals to us and Best Genist that the name Bakugo was only a dupe. He wanted to tell Best Genist his hero name when they met next time, but for now, Bakugo tells Best Genist to call him the god of explosive destruction, Dynamite. Now, this name is amazing considering what Bakugo's quirk is and his connection to All Might. Then we cut to the reactions. Best Genist and Tenya are pissed. Nejire is like, that's chaotic. And Spinner, the voice of the audience, says that it's pretty cool. And of course, Lemillion laughs it off as always and says that the hero name is pretty funny and trolls Bakugo. And says that while Gigantomachia is restrained for now, we need to clean up the rest of the mess, which is implying to Darby. So we cut to the next page where Darby is hugging Shoto and saying it's pitiful the amount of agony Shoto is in, and says that he's happy because Shoto has become such a considerate person. And just to rub the salt in, Darby mocks Endeavor and asks Shoto what face will Endeavor make if he burns up in Darby's flames. And then out of nowhere, Black Whip comes in and frees Shoto. So we see Deku struggling to move, but somehow he still manages to use Black Whip. And then Deku says that he doesn't have enough strength in his arms or legs because, he wrecked them. Obviously, Deku, what do you think? But he still has one last stand up his sleeve. Don't put this in a comic. What an epic move. Oh, sorry, wait. It's called, Froppy style. Lol. And uses Black Whip with his tongue, and then Darby burns Black Whip, causing Deku to fall out of the sky yet again. But he still wants to help and shouts "You aren't Endeavor" straight into Darby's face. Darby says that, of course, he is just a consequence of all of Endeavor's mistakes, and Deku says that Endeavor is at least trying to make a change. And then, suddenly, a cord snaps. And Deku notices this, and then Makia breaks free while roaring, and Lemillion and Best Genist know what's up and say this is bad because it obviously is. I mean, look at the situation. Then Shoto rushes in to stop Makia and Endeavor collapses and Gigantomachia suddenly stops, saying that he feels numb. It falls down to the ground with the villain shouting in disbelief, and Makia is sweating and is really, really confused. And Mirio says that he got a message from the mountain team, and then we cut to Momoya Irozu, Ashido and Kirishima, and we get to know that the anesthetic that Momo registered worked. Oh my god, this is crazy. The return of Lemillion, Eri learning how to use a quirk, the hero name for Bakugo, Dynamite, and Gigantomachia going down, and the return of the Class 1A students. What a chapter. A few parts just hit you in the feels, and a few parts just make you sit on the edge of the seat. Hey, that's a nice poem, right? I think that rhymed. Comment down below if you think that rhymed. But anyways, this was an epic chapter by all means, and honestly, I've never been so excited for another installment of My Hero Academia. So that about wraps it up, guys. If you enjoyed, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and turn on post notifications if you're new around here. And another big news is that Attack on Titan Season 4 is going to start airing tomorrow. I'll absolutely make a video on it. Depends on when the schedule is. Before ending, I would like to thank all the health workers working on the front lines to protect us from this pandemic. Stay home, stay safe, and remember, go beyond a plus ultra.